Hey everybody, good evening. It is April 11th and it is our Team Good Vibe Trad call. Welcome to all of you guys that are brand new coaches. If this is your first call or first replay, if you're listening a little bit later, welcome to the team. You've made such a great decision to be a Good Vibe Tribe coach. We're such a fit family, such a strong, amazing, empowering group of leaders and entrepreneurs and individuals who are just looking to be connected to a wellness community that keeps us accountable to our goals. If that is you, you are in the right place. So the best way for you to get started is just to start by taking your Beachbody Challenge. Use your first 30 days to complete the first 30 email. It's the business quick start email, along with any other emails that your coach has sent you. Generally, they're sending you a welcome to the team email that has some steps for you to get started in. You can start practicing your vital behaviors. This is to really start inviting. You want to get your first 3 challengers in the door in your first month of your business. That means you'll hit Success Club 6. You'll have earned the investment back on your challenge pack. You'll start earning income. And more importantly, you're helping others and you're really paying it forward and changing other people's lives the same way that your life is being changed. So invite, I always break down to connect, attract, connect, and invite. Also be a product of the product. Drinking your Shakeology every single day, doing your workout every single day. Do 10 minutes of personal development daily. You can listen to that on audios. You can read it in a book. I love The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, one of the best books I think to start with. And he is actually one of our presenters at Summit this year. So those of you that have already got your ticket to Summit, get excited. There are a ton of great books alternate than that to start with as well. So just connect to your sponsor coach and they'll let you know what to get rolling with. And also recognition is huge. And recognition is really just recognizing everybody in your community, not just in our fitness community, but if you see someone doing something great, let them know you see them. That's building trust, that's building relationships, and that's essentially all you're doing in this business is building trust and building relationships. So make sure you get on a GSR call with your coach. That's a Getting Started Right call so that you can get started right and they can match your pace and help you meet your goals. And also make sure you get into a coach training. You can hop over to the Good Vibe Tribe website. It's goodvibetribecoaches.com. Sign up for a password and go in and self-pace it. Or you can wait till the top of the month. We host them starting the first Monday of every single month. Those of you already on the Good Vibe Tribe Success Club board, congratulations. Success Club is a recognition program. It shows you that you are indeed earning income, helping other people, building retention, and moving your business forward. So you're taking great strides. It takes 2 Success Club points to get, or it takes a challenge pack, selling a challenge pack to get 2 Success Club points. And a challenge pack, of course, is the best way to get anyone started. It's fitness and nutrition bundled together. So you get Shakeology and the fitness program. Or now you can also get 2 Success Club points just from getting your customers on Shakeology HD. So that's really exciting as well. So those of you at Success Club 10 or higher, Moira Casaba at 22, Margaret Schwenke at 12, Denise Guyan at 10, and Cece Davis at 10. Congratulations. Those of you at Success Club 5 or higher, Jacqueline Hughes at 8, also at 8, Bethany Brodigam, Cynthia Grossclose, Christy Whitaker, Jolie McLeod, and Courtney Burton. Those of you at 6, Megan Holmes, Wendy Fialo, Ellen Browen, Courtney Sharp, Angela Fox, Jasmine Jonty, and those of you at 4, Melissa Miles, Amanda Leonard, Christine Millette, Kaylee Simpson, Shannon Maudsley, Jody Hill, Sarah Ellen Lackey, myself, Amy Rottinghouse, Kristen Forno, Aaron Hopkins, Donna Liptak, Suzanne Smith, Christy Campbell, and Lauren Acting. Congratulations to all of you. I saw a lot of you at 2 on the board as well, so congratulations to you guys. So everyone that's on that 4 column, we're all getting over to 5 or 10 by next week, right? Those of you at 5, moving up to 10. Those of you at 10, you're just doubling your numbers. And if you're hanging out at 2, get up here on the board, you guys. So this is the best way to help anyone is with a challenge pack or Shakeology Home Direct. Top producers last week, a big shout out to our top coach, Moira Casaba, at 1,364 PV combined in her 2 business centers. That is freaking fantastic. PV stands for personal volume, and it's anything that your customers buy from you as well as anything you're buying, basically, as well. But let's be real. What are you buying from the Team Beachbody store? You get your Shakeology every single month. Maybe you get some Energize. Maybe you're doing a 3-day refresh. Those are basically the things that most of our coaches are buying. But if you've gotten PV that's this high, that means you have a lot of customers coming in, a lot of customer retention. You're helping a lot of people. So congratulations, Moira. In the 900 club, CC Davis at 952, 800 club, Jolie McLeod at 810, 700 club, Shannon Maudsley at 780, Hannah Roberts at 705, 500 Club Melissa Miles at $596, Margaret Schwenke at $540, and Aaron Kirkpatrick at $519. And the 400 Club, Amanda Leonard at $450, Janine Bode at $442, Shayna Mislivitz at $428, and Megan Hanner at $416. Congratulations, y'all. We had one rank advancement last week that I saw in the group. Hopefully I'm not missing anyone here, but we have a new Emerald, Kaylee Simpson. Congratulations. Really impressive. Kaylee just signed up as a coach recently, I think even in the same month, and she's already an Emerald coach. So that tells me that she is teachable, she's taking directions, she's duplicating, and that is how you get successful in this business. So here's one reason why you guys want to rank advance. If you're looking to build a business, you want to build a team, you want to help other people. If you've got an active coach on your right leg and an active coach on your left leg, you rank advance to Emerald. You start to earn a $14 cycle bonus in addition to the commissions you get. You guys get between a 25 and a 40% commission, depending what you're selling. You get 25% commissions on anything from the Team Beachbody store, 36% commissions on challenge packs, and you get 40% commissions on anything club membership related. That's Beachbody On Demand. So here's one more way to earn income. Start to rank advance your business. You're going to get $14 cycle bonuses at Emerald, 16 at Ruby, and 18 at Diamond and Star Diamond. Also, once you're an Emerald coach and you're in Success Club, you're going to be a part of our leads program. Beachbody is literally going to send you company-generated leads. These are individuals who are buying Beachbody products that do not have a coach. So they are giving you customers and giving you commissions. All you have to do is meet these people where they're at and help them out so that they want to continue to either move forward with you on the team or just stay a customer. I find a lot of my leads don't even really connect with me all that much, but I'll tell you what, they love Beachbody and they love to order. So I'm not going to complain that those commissions are landing in my lap. So congratulations, Kaylee. Also, some other amazing success shout outs to Jennifer Fay, Jen Cologne. She is a month 3 success starter and just earned her ticket to Coach Summit 2017. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So being a success starter is a really big deal. If you hit Success Club in either the month you enroll as a coach or the month following, so that would be your first month to qualify, and then you follow it by hitting Success Club in the following 2 months, so a total of 3 months in a row, you will earn a ticket to Coach Summit. Those of you that signed up in January, sometime in January or February, you're still able to get your tickets by finalizing this month. Those of you that signed up after February, you're going to earn a ticket to 2017. Or if you signed up in February or later, you're earn a ticket to 2017 Summit. So if you don't have your ticket to Summit this year, go ahead and get yours. But congratulations, Jen. That's awesome. Not only have you earned your investment back and then some, you're starting to earn retentions and commissions. You're starting to build a team. It's really, really exciting. Also, Courtney Burton, she's a month 2 success starter. She's actually higher than that. She's at Success Club 8. Already on the board this month, and this would be her 3rd month of qualification. So she's locking it in early. So good to see that. And also to Moira Casaba, who is an SC5 All-Star legend. That means that she has hit minimally, we all know she likes to do a lot more than this, but she has hit minimally Success Club 5 for 24 consecutive months of helping people. She's made Success Club her non-negotiable, and it also means that it is her 2-year anniversary as a coach. 2-year anniversary as a coach, 9-star diamond in her first business center, 1-star diamond in her second business center, organizational leader, ended last year at number 24 in the company elite. I mean, someone just put a halo on her, right? Success leaves clues. Big ups to you, Moira, and big ups to your team. You guys are amazing. Rocking the leader ladder, organizational leader. It is so exciting to see Moira up there. I've been the only organization leader in our community here. So it's really, really fun to start to see other people grabbing and running. So I'm so proud of you, Moira. And to our team leaders, Cece Davis, Jolie McLeod, Erin Hopkins, Jacqueline Hughes, Ellen Browen, Jennifer Hines, Maggie Marlowe, Bethany Brodegam, and Christy Whitaker. You guys are freaking amazing. Team leader is such an important step. I believe the base earnings, like the average earnings of team leader, is something like $2,300 a month on average. That means that some people earn a lot more than that, because I know a lot of team leaders that are doing more than that. I know some team leaders that are probably doing just a little bit under that, but average is $2,300. So when you hit team leader, you're you're really building a sustainable, financially sustainable business. How do you hit team leader? You are not only a diamond coach, but you are moving your business forward by helping other people hit those same goals and achievements you have. So your coaches are getting into Success Club. Your coaches are advancing. You're earning income. You see the volume on your weak leg moving up, and that is because you're helping your coaches be successful. So all these individuals on the left side of the board, our organization leaders and our team leaders, have earned their way onto our San Diego Team Leader Diamond Retreat. So freaking awesome. So I'm in the process right now of booking us an amazing space. It's going to be like MTV Cribs, y'all. And also a big shout out to our team builders, Melissa Miles, Aaron Kirkpatrick, Courtney Burton, Jasmine Jonty, Shannon Seth Ward, Heather Guthrie, and Sally Caldwell, and Shannon Seth Ward. And Shannon Maudsley are currently qualified also for the team leader trip because it's my diamond trip. So that's awesome. I know that Melissa Miles and I think it's Danielle Porter are headed out to Hawaii because their upline coach, Jacqueline Hughes, is giving them a little reward for their hard work. So, you guys just got to push for big goals because awesome things happen to people that are working hard. So things that are up and coming. New vegan vanilla and vegan cafe latte Shakeology are available as of yesterday. So if you don't have your orders in to get your bags or boxes, I highly recommend you get your bag or box. You can get the barista box. So you get 8 of each flavor. That is chocolate, vanilla, and cafe latte vegan. You can get your bag and get more. This is a great opportunity also to really move your business forward because you've got to talk to everyone you've ever had on vegan chocolate Shakeology that has fallen off and say, hey, we got a new flavor because they love it. They might have just got bored with the flavor. So definitely use this in your benefit as well as the all access challenge pack, which is $160. You guys, all access is generally $99. A bag of Shakeology is generally $130. It's $230. So what does this mean? It means that you are essentially buying all access and getting a bag of Shakeology for half freaking price. That's crazy pants. People need to be getting on this. You really need to be helping people and showing them that you have a way to help them get Shakeology at half price and get an incredible way to stay fit. So we also have the Kickstart All Access Pack that you can get now with a 3-day refresh. Those of you headed to Punta Cana and have earned your Success Club trip, congratulations. We are literally 2 weeks away. Hit Success Club 10 by the 14th of this month, and you're going to earn a photo op with a celebrity trainer. I would not miss that. That is great, great, great stuff. Those of you that earn Success Club 5 this month are going to receive a branded backpack. I posted a photo of it. It's bomb. And if you hit Success Club 5 this month and next month, and you're going to Summit, you're going to qualify to get invited to an exclusive party. And I definitely want you going to that party because I'll tell you what, if you show up at Summit and you didn't make Success Club in April or May, and all your friends are getting dolled up and going to the party, and you're like, I don't get an invite because I didn't hit Success Club, you're really going to be sticking your head in the mud. So do the thing you need to do. You've got all these great incentives to help you out, and make sure you help at least 3 people this month. That's it, 3 people. You probably know 3 friends right now that you can call up and be like, hey girl, I'd really love for you to be one of my first customers and give me some honest feedback. It's totally returnable if you don't love it, but I really am just kicking off this business and I love your support. So maybe that's friends, maybe that's family, or maybe you're just doing a ton of follow-ups, you're starting new challenges, but you're getting out there and you're inviting and following up every single day. Our 12 team leaders I mentioned and our organizational leaders are headed to our retreat. Jacqueline's also going to be hosting a retreat in Hawaii. So it brings up the question, why aren't you Diamond? Because we're going to be running retreats every single year. So if you want to get on our next team retreat, get your booty to Diamond and get your booty to team leader. Get your tickets to Summit now. Book your stay. It is filling up fast. I had to book at a hotel I wasn't expecting to book at because they are filling up. And also, if you want to walk the stage at Summit and get recognized as Star Diamond, you've got to, I don't know what that says, you've got to qualify, start your qualification by May 11th. So you want to be 2-star Diamond by May 11th if you want to do that, or 1-star Diamond by May 11th. 2-star Diamonds are going to get a special training there. With all this said, I'm going to turn it over to Moira tonight to welcome our amazing, captivating, and freaking babe boss of all time, Brianna. So Moira, I'm going to kick it over to you. Unmute your mic.
Hey, hey, hey. I am so excited about this call. I know I put in my team page earlier that I feel like the one thing that I am always hungry to learn more about, and every single coach on my team, especially new coaches, you know, those people that are pushing to Diamond, it's like, Well, that's kind of the sticking point, is how do I recruit, and how do I get people, how do I talk about the business opportunity, and what are the strategies? And we have so many tools in place, but there is nothing better than just talking to someone that does it month after month after month. And that is Bree. And, you know, I saw her last year, like rocking out the Set Your Soul on Fire boards every single month. We didn't know each other at all. And I messaged her and I was like, hey girl, can we get on a call? Because like, I need to learn your ways. And so we were success partners for kind of a skinny minute. And that only didn't continue because we're both so freaking busy that like we couldn't, you know, coordinate. But I remember just from those few calls that we did, how much I learned from her. And I am so anxious to hear repeated for me what I know she was doing last year. And I'm sure she's kind of further strategized that. You know, she is a Star Diamond, lifetime Star Diamond. She's a team leader. But you guys, this girl, like, I know SC20 is her non-negotiable, but correct me if I'm wrong, she hit like SC80 in January. I mean, that, I don't know how you do that. That's crazy. And she recruits 10 to 20 coaches month after month after month after month after month. And I'll let her give you kind of her solid numbers because I might be a little off on something, but she's just a rock star. She's got so much to give, so much to offer. Get your notepads out, take notes. And one of the biggest things that I've learned in this whole coaching world, and especially for Meredith, is take action. Like tonight, you know, take some nugget out of this call that you are going to put into place tonight. And then take more action tomorrow and more action next week. You know, we can get on calls all day long, but if we don't take action afterwards, like it truly is just a waste of all of our time. So I'm so excited to hear from her, and she's had a really interesting journey. You know, I love that this call is coming on the heels of last week's call, because she, and I'm going to let her tell her story, but it wasn't this like out of the gate strong start. And to see that she just kind of like instantaneously turned a corner and started rocking her business after a slow start, I think can speak and inspire a ton of people on this call. So I'm going to hand it over to you. I'm so excited to hear. And that's it. I'll shut up now.
What an intro. Thank you. I am super, super excited to be here. Super honored to be here to chat with you guys. Can I just say your Success Club boards are goals? Like so many rock stars on this team. Bethany, I saw your name up on the board. I actually met her this weekend at Chicago Super Saturday. So you go, girl. But thanks for having me. I kind of want to tell you guys a little bit about my story. Because I think it's easy to see people like on the leaderboards and you just assume like, you know, they were always hitting Success Club, you know, 10 and above. They were always bringing on X amount of coaches. Or like you see coaches who have risen really fast, like Moira, who's like a freaking rock star. So like hearing a different story or someone who maybe had a little bit of a slower start could really inspire coaches who maybe are feeling stuck or feeling like, you know, like a failure a little bit. Because I felt like that a lot in my coaching journey. And I want to tell you a little bit more about that. And then I want to tell you all about, I guess, my recruiting, my ways of recruiting, really just mindset. But a lot of what I'm going to tell you are things that you already know. Hopefully I can say them in a way that is going to click with you and that you're going to be able to just start implementing and getting out there and talking to people. But my coaching journey, so I joined April, it's actually my 2-year anniversary. I'll be celebrating my 2-year anniversary in Punta Cana. How many 23-year-olds can say they're celebrating their 2-year anniversary at their job at a free trip that they earned? Like, that's freaking cool, and I'm excited for that. And hopefully you guys have Success Club trip on your vision board. But anyway, so my coaching journey, the way I started, you know, no one would really guess, I guess, that I would be a successful coach. You know, I hit Success Club every month because like you should be hitting Success Club every month as your non-negotiable. But I wasn't, you know, rocking out crazy numbers. I wasn't recruiting people like I am now. I was just kind of like trucking along and getting by and like doing the bare minimum. But I was working hard and I was working a lot, but I just didn't have the success that I'm seeing now. And it wasn't until Team Cup in November where I was on a Team Cup team. So it's kind of like the pivotal moment for me in my business. It was me, Amy, and Kate Cash. And when you are thrown on a team with these rock stars, you kind of have to rise to the level, rise to the occasion, and work harder and do more and you know, raise your standards. And so for the first few months of my business, I was actually skipping one of the vital behaviors. and which is funny because people know me as like the inviting rock star now. But my first few months of my business, I was not sending out invites. I was scared. I was scared of talking to people. I worked off my warm market for, the first few months of my business. And it wasn't until Team Cup where I learned that if I really want to start growing this thing, I'm going to have to get over my fear of talking to people I don't know, and I'm going to have to start inviting people. And it's kind of funny to look back on now because I used to cry. Like when I would get rejections, I would cry. I would take no so personally, and I would get so offended, and I would want to quit because, sometimes hearing no, especially as a new coach, and you're just, getting outside of your comfort zone, sending out these invites can be scary and can be, you can take it personally. So that month I really grew thick skin, and I learned that, if I wanted to be successful in this, I was going to have to start getting outside of my comfort zone and start inviting my tail off. And so that's when I really began inviting, and I was inviting. Like that became my number one vital behavior. Like every day from Team Cup month in November, I started sending out 20, 30, 40, 50 invites per day. And since then, like the compound effect has just really trickled into my business. And, I had never believed any of the coaches who told me about the compound effect, that it was actually going to be a thing in my business. I was like, you're just saying that because everyone says that, like it's not real. And it wasn't until I started seeing, like people even now are getting my messages from 2015. Like I just had a conversation with someone who I invited from 2015 and they just opened it on Facebook. But anyway, so fast forward, I'm inviting. And pretty much every quarter throughout my coaching journey, in my first year, I messaged my upline coach saying that I wanted to quit. I didn't think this was for me. I'm a failure. I'm not being successful. Like I'm out. Like I don't think I can do this. And every single time it just took that reality check where I would send her this message and I would think like, okay, what are my other options? What's my plan B, C, D, and E? Because am I going to go put on a real bra and start applying for corporate jobs? Like, no. So that's when I had to put my big girl pants on and just get back to doing what I love and putting the fun back into coaching, my coaching business, which I had taken the fun out so many times because no bras, keep the boobs out. Yes. I had taken the fun out of my business so many times because I was getting so stressed out, about hitting these goals that I was trying to hit that I was not even focused on having fun. And it's, if you notice, like in your business, the months where you're having the most fun are the months where you're having the most success as well. So anyways, so fast forward to last February. Well, let me rewind for a second, because in December of 2015, from December to January, I actually dropped rank from Emerald to Coach. So last year, I woke up on January 1st, Coach rank. And I was almost a year into the business. I was pretty much where I was a year ago. I was pretty much in the same spot, right? Like I was a coach rank. I had one coach on my team and it was my mom, because moms are the best. And I felt like how I've been putting all this work in, how am I, where I was a year ago. So, and then the month later in February was another downfall for me, because that's when the people around me started really guessing and questioning if I could actually do this, because I was almost at my 1 year mark. I was pretty much where I was when I first got started a year ago. And when the people around you start to question if you can do this, if you can be successful, if you can, make this actually a business and be profitable and actually change people's lives and, turn this into a real thing, that's when you really start to question, can I do this? Can I be successful? My mom hates when I tell this story because she's like, I'm a cool mom. I didn't do that. But, that's when you really start to question if you can do this. And, again, I had another reality check. I was like, okay, if I give up on myself and if I give up on my coaching business, am I really going to go get a job in corporate America and want to jump off a bridge every single day? Or am I just going to buckle up and buckle down, I guess, and make this happen? So I thought about it, and it wasn't really until April, my 1 year mark, where I actually took the action on making this a real business. It wasn't until my 1 year mark where I decided, okay, I want this to be my full-time gig. I want to be making money. I want to be changing a lot of lives. I need to step up. I need to raise my standards. I need to do things that make me uncomfortable. And I need to really get out there and I need to start talking to a lot more people. And so what I did was I broke away from my sponsor. I started doing my own thing. I started running my own groups. I started making my own sneak peek videos. Was I ready to make a video and make a sneak peek video? No, absolutely not. I was not confident in where I was with the coach, because 1 year into the business, I'm still where I was a year ago. But that's one of the things, you have to kind of fake it till you make it. And you have to just, go out and do. The only way you're going to get better is through action and doing a lot of the thing that scares you. It's like a muscle. Like building confidence as a coach is like building your bicep. Like you have to go out and you have to do all the curls. You're not going to do your wide curls and your hammer curls and all the curls if you want to have biceps. So it's the same thing with coaching. If you want to get better at any area of your business where you have a weakness, like you have to go out and you have to fail forward and 10 exits. So that's what I did. I started running sneak peeks every single week. I started inviting every single person who liked every single post, inviting them to coaching, inviting them to join my sneak peek, inviting them to learn more, inviting them to phone calls. Like it was one of those things where I just went out and I was like, you know what, screw it. I don't even care anymore. I'm going to go talk to everyone. I'm going to invite everyone, and I'm going to learn how to build this business just through doing. And last April was actually the first month where I had my highest number, my numbers. Throughout my first year of coaching, I would maybe bring on 1, 2 if it was a really good month. But I started running my own sneak peeks in April. I brought on 8 people my first month of doing sneak peeks. I brought in 8 people, and that was kind of like where the light bulb went off, where, me getting outside of my videos were not even good, by the way. Like I was super taco, like I word vomited a little bit. It was just like, they weren't great. They're not as good as they are now, but like you have to be bad before you're good. So anyways, my first month of running my own sneak peek, I brought on 8 people, and I like almost hit the floor. Like I was like, what, this is amazing. Like this is how I'm going to start recruiting people. So since then, last summer I was running sneak peeks every single week and just, getting out there and talking to every single person who likes my posts and sending out tons of messages on Facebook and connecting with new people and forming new people. But that's kind of my coaching journey. And since then, it's kind of just taken off since last April. But that's only because I made the decision to put myself out there, to do things that made me uncomfortable, and to fake it until I made it. Like, obviously I wasn't lying about, or like faking like where I was in my coaching business. I was faking my confidence because I didn't have confidence in what I was in myself. It wasn't until I got out there and I started really faking it that I started to feel it. And now my sneak peeks, I'm very confident with what I have to offer, because I know that every single person I'm talking to, I can change their life, that I have this gift that I can offer them. And that with this little, gift with the pretty bow on it, they open it and they take it and they start applying, their life is never going to be the same. I'm going to change their life. And that's where my tips for you are going to come in. That's a little bit more about me and my story, and kind of how it was. My first year in the business was really just me failing a lot. My second year was me kind of learning how to build my own confidence and how to share better about the opportunity and what I have to offer as a coach and about my team. But then I'm deeming the next year of the year of helping my coaches be successful so that they can just completely crush it. I think that's like the progression with my year. Anyways, so that's a little bit more about me and my story, but I have a few tips for you guys that I want to share with you about how to really crush it with recruiting. And maybe you've heard me tell this before, maybe like you're going to think that this is like so basic, but we're going to talk about mindset. Because mindset is everything. And I know your coaches and your uplines probably talk about this all the time, because it's so true, you guys. If you, like, I know for me, when I used to get on phone calls with people like last January, before I started making sneak peeks, I would do back-to-back one-on-ones. I would message every single person on Instagram and Facebook, and I would get on the phone with them. But I wasn't successful because I didn't have the confidence. I was like, yeah, I'm doing this thing. I don't really know if it's going to change your life, but like you could do it with me. Like, who wants to join someone who's talking like that? Like, no one. If you are not confident in what you have to offer, if you don't have the energy and the passion for what it is you're doing, no one's going to want to join you. Like, half the times in my sneak peek videos, like not no one, but some people, they're like, I don't really understand what coaching means, but you're really excited about it. Where do I sign up? Like I love that's the thing I get complimented on most in my videos, is that I bring the energy, I bring the passion, and it excites them and they want to join. They're like, they don't even care what the facts are. They're like, sign me up. I want to be this happy. I want to, have something I love doing every day. And you have that. Like, where do I fill out the form? So it really just comes down to your mindset, and you have to know that you have this gift to change someone's life. And if you're not treating it like that, if you're treating it like, oh, I'm doing this thing and like you can join me if you want, or like if you're just going after them for a Success Club point number, like they can feel that from a mile away and they know you're not in it to help them. But when you come at it from the perspective of, I'm going to change your life and this is how I have this opportunity for you and it's going to change your life. I know that with 100% certainty that going into this conversation, I'm going to change your life. Then they can feel that and they know you're genuine. They know that you want to help them and that you're not in it for a quick sale. You're not in it for, you know, a point or anything like that, that you're in it because you want to be in it for them and because this has, you know, made an impact on you. And then another thing too is positive expectancy. I go into every conversation assuming they're already going to join. I talk to them like they're already coaching my team. And when I do this, it's kind of funny how it works because when we're like messaging after a sneak peek or something, I already say like, welcome to the team. You know, I can't wait for you to join us. Like, we're going to get you a new coach training and you're going to crush this. And when you have that positive expectancy, or even someone who's not in a sneak peek yet, or someone I'm just talking to, I already talked to them like I know they're going to join. And because when you put it out there and that's your mindset, that's how you're going to flow with the conversation. And they're going to feel that and they're going to get really freaking excited, even though they may not understand what they're excited about. They're just going to be excited, and excitement builds excitement, builds excitement. And then that's going to trickle into your team as well when they do start to join you. And then Moira wanted me to talk about organization as well and tracking systems. So I don't know about you guys, but I use Streak. Well, first off, organization is so key. And I'm sure you've heard this a million times as well. The most successful tracking system that you're going to use is one that you will use. So for me personally, that is Google Streak. When I was a new coach, I did everything through Google. Well, first pen and paper, and then that gets chaotic because you don't have it with you all the time. You can't really follow up with people when you're trying to find their names in some random book. So then I moved to Google Drive, and I use Google Sheets for all of my tracking. And then I outgrew that because I'm just, like I said, inviting my butt off, and I've been talking to a lot of people throughout my coaching journey. So now I go to Streak, and I love Streak because you can make pipelines in there for your emails, and it helps you organize the stages of the conversation so that people don't fall through the cracks as much. Of course, sometimes, you can't really help that, but you're more organized. You can have your canned responses in there, and it helps you do mass follow-ups. Like yesterday, I followed up with 800 people in under 2 minutes because you can do mail mergers and you can follow up with a lot of people. But unlike MailChimp or newsletters where it winds up in their spam, it winds up in their actual inbox and the message shows up as if you only sent it to that one person. So it'll say like, hey, Bree, and then the message, and they won't see that, other people also put the same message. So I love mail merger. It saves so much, or I love Streak. It saves so much time, keeps you organized. Because I think that's the biggest thing for people with recruiting as well, is that they don't have a system. And like I said, the only system that is going to work is one that you will work. So you have to make sure that you're using one that fits into your schedule and your lifestyle. And if that's pen and paper, then more power to you, because I couldn't do that. And Google Streak also allows you to keep people in stages. So when I'm talking to someone, I get everyone's email, by the way. If we're having a conversation on Facebook or Instagram, I always bring them over to email. And that's because I can keep it more organized and do mass follow-ups. And then I also add their email to my newsletter. So with Streak also, you could have people in stages. So you take someone from Facebook and you bring them to Gmail, and you have them in your Streak. And then from there, you can take them through step 1, step 2, step 3. And then it will label each email with what stage they're in. So if there's one day you want to follow up with everyone from stage 1, you can do a mass follow-up with that. If you're about to host a sneak peek and you want to follow up with everyone from Instagram who maybe you're not Facebook friends with, you can do a mass follow-up and send everyone your Facebook link so they can send you a friend request. Because the fortune really is in the follow-up, and if you're not following up with people, then you're really missing the boat. Because most people are not going to join the first time you talk to them. They're not going to join the second time you talk to them. They probably won't even join the third time you talk to them. Like, you have to talk to them a lot, and you have to be okay with getting objections and getting no's, and know that that's getting you one step closer to the yes. And I know for me, like, I had to watch my coach on social media for a while before I reached out to her. And then when I reached out to her, I ignored her first email. And then I randomly found her again on social media, and I messaged her again. I'm like, okay, you're still doing this thing. You look amazing. I'm miserable. Like, how do I do what you do? Like, sign me up. And that's how I joined. And so, it's a timely process. You can't expect everyone to be on board, like the first conversation, and don't let that deter you though. Think of it as a game. I actually just gifted my coaches. We all read Go for No in the Diamond Dash training. And I gifted them Go for No jars. So I got these 2 little jars, and I sent them to them if they hit Success Club last month. And in one jar, and you can do this with marbles or like get 2 cups or whatever, but in one jar, I put 30 diamonds in that jar. And then the other jar was empty. And so what they did was they're putting the jars on their workspace, and every time they get a no, it's like a game. You're going to take one diamond from the no jar, and you're going to put it in the yes jar. And so it makes getting those fun, A, because you get to move a diamond, and B, by the time you get to the end of the no jar, you're going to have, if not just one yes, but multiple yeses. And so it makes the process more fun. It kind of takes the sting out of getting a no, because you're like, okay, I'm just going to go move a diamond to the next jar. So it makes it like a fun game instead of, getting offended and like crying about it like I used to do. So lastly, I want to talk about social media, because if you're doing all of these things and you're not posting on your social media, then none of it matters. Because your social media, we've all heard this, it's your storefront. This is how people are going to see what's going on in your world. And if you are not talking about what you're doing, then no one's going to know. And if you're just talking about it once, no one's going to know. If you're just talking about it twice, no one's going to know. You literally have to be jumping up and down in people's faces like, I'm a coach, I'm doing this thing, and you can join me, because that's what people are going to understand. They don't just see one post and they say, oh my God, Bree said she's doing this random coaching thing. Like, I'm going to join. It's consistency. It's me showing up every single day on my social media and breadcrumbing my story, not only my finish journey, because of course that's important, but I'm also breadcrumbing my coaching journey, and I'm sharing the progression I'm making in my business. And every time, like an elite report comes out, I go live and I talk about the progress I've made with my team, or anytime that, something cool happens within my business, I go live and I share about it, because people aren't going to know unless I tell them, and I tell them consistency and with excitement and with passion. I talk about my story with coaching. So it's important that you're breadcrumbing it on your social media as well, but also that you're recognizing your coaches for being successful, for having success, for doing this with you. Because sometimes, I know for me personally, I thought my coach was doing this by herself. Like, I thought she was just sitting at home, team of one, party of one, not doing this with anyone else, until I creeped on her social media and I saw that there were other people who they look like they'd be my friends in real life, that they're doing this together, and she was celebrating their wins. I think the one post that actually got me was when she posted about Kate Davies' projected income for the year. And was that probably uncomfortable for her to share? Was like talking about money? Maybe, yeah, probably. But that's what got me when I learned that this is an actual job. So if you're not sharing about these things, if you're not sharing that, you're doing this, you have a team of people doing this with you, and that you guys are making money. Because even now, like my friends from home, sometimes they'll message me. They'll be like, are you making money? Like, is this like your full-time job? I'm like, do you actually really? Yeah, I talk about money. I talk about earning, but like whatever, they aren't on my social media. But like I said, you have to be jumping up and down about it in people's faces that you're doing this thing and that they can join you. And if you're not doing that, then no one's going to understand and no one's going to know. And you can do this by sharing your coach's successes. I know for me, like when I have a rank advancement on my team, not only do I share that this person promoted themselves, but I also share the transformation story. So I share their business journey, their transformation story. I put them together. I make a bomb post about it on social media. And then I get the whole team excited about it. I make everyone on the team go comment on it and celebrate them. I don't even post it in our team page. I only post it on my personal page so that my friends are seeing it, my prospects, but also that their prospects are seeing it. So like if a new coach goes Emerald their first month, like you bet I'm posting about it and I'm sharing about it and I'm tagging them and I'm having the team go celebrate them, and not on our team page, but on our personal pages so that everyone can see, and that my new coach's friends see that, hey, Carolina just signed up. She just started this thing. She's already promoted herself, and look at her transformation. Like, I'm going to join her now. So it's a really great way for people to see that, other people are doing this with you. And then, of course, call to actions. If you're not doing a call to action like weekly, every other week, I mean, the more the merrier. Definitely weekly. Then you're missing the boat there too, because people, they're going to see you posting. They're going to see you sharing your journey. but they may not totally comprehend that they can join you until you put a concrete call to action out there sharing, hey, I'm looking for 10 people to join me this month. Because that could be the light bulb that goes off. You know, a lot of times people are multitasking when they're looking at your social media, but if they see like, I am looking for 10 people, you know, I want you to join my team, then they're going to understand that, hey, I can actually do this too. I can join. And this is an opportunity. So make sure that you're covering all the bases on your social media. And if you go on my social media, you'll see I actually just posted about coaching today. I used my Instagram story to talk about coaching. I did a video yesterday on my Instagram story sharing that I was hosting a sneak peek this week. And I did like an invite via Insta stories, whatever. And I had people DM me if they wanted to join. Then I got their email and I emailed them the link to friend me on Facebook so I could add them into the group. So make sure that you're, you know, putting the invites out there and all the different platforms and have fun with it. That's the most important thing. If you are stressing yourself out and you are not having fun with it, that's going to reflect in your business. And I'll tell you that, because the months where I'm thinking of people, like I'm stressed out because I want to hit a certain goal. You just get caught up in your goals sometimes and you take the fun out of it. That's when you start to see the dip in your business. And that's when you start to see people feeling that and not wanting to be as excited to join you because you took the fun out of it for yourself. But the months where you're having the most fun, like January, I was having so much freaking fun that I hit Success Club 80 plus in January just from like sharing my excitement with everyone and their mom about what I'm doing. And so when you have that excitement for what you're doing, people are going to feel that and they're going to want to join you and they're going to be excited to join you. But that's what I have. Do you guys have any questions for me? I don't know how long I just talked for.
I loved every single bit of it. Oh my gosh. I mean, so many good nuggets. Like, I'm a little stressed out because I feel like I have to take action on all these things now. I can't thank you enough for that. And you guys, we have 15 minutes. I would really encourage you to take this opportunity to ask her any questions. Erin Hopkins just said in the chat box, can you talk a little bit more about your inviting process?
Totally. So first, expanding your network is key. So every single day, well, not anymore because I'm almost on my friend, Mac. But as my first year of coaching, I would add at least 10 new friends a day on Facebook. And then once they would accept my friend request, I would send them a message thanking them, not necessarily thanking them, but like, hey, I'm so pumped for Facebook friends now. Like, you know, you look like someone I'd be friends with in real life, and I'm looking for more positivity on my feed. Like, I'm so glad we connected. Just opening the line of communication, not hitting them with a direct invite right away, not like saying, hey, I'm a coach right away, but just opening the line of communication. So now what they do next, naturally, because think about some random message to you, the first thing you're going to do is go stalk that person. And they're going to spend the next 15 minutes of their life looking at my page back until like 2015. And they're going to see what I'm doing anyways. So they're going to ask me questions eventually. But the point there is just to open the line of communication. So if you're expanding your network every single day with Facebook, Instagram as well, then I invite every single person who likes any of my posts. Instagram, this one can kind of be, I don't know if I can cuss on here. This one can kind of be a pain in the butt because you have to write, to have a notebook where I would write down every single freaking person who liked this post, and I would send them a DM. And I tell my team, like, if your thumbs do not physically hurt by the end of your inviting session, then like you did not invite enough people. Like, I'm not kidding. There are so many days where I would just be sitting there until my thumbs would turn blue. I don't really know if they would turn blue, but like they'd be in so much pain from just inviting. And that sounds like such a first world problem, but that's how many invites I would send out. On Facebook, same thing. I invite every single person who likes my posts through voice messaging though. I think voice messages are so powerful, and if you're not using them, I think it's time you start because it builds the like, the know, and the trust so fast. Because when someone gets a voice message, A, they're going to think it's really cool because they've never gotten a voice message before, I'm assuming, and B, they're going to be really grateful that you took the time out of your day to send them a personalized voice message. So depending on my post, so let's just say I'm inviting people who liked my post about my coaching call to action. I'll just send them a voice memo and I'll say, hey, Sarah, I saw you liked my post about coaching. I'm not sure if it's something you're interested in, but I would love to get to know you better and tell you more. Like, what's your email? Or if you want to set up a phone call, like, be free tomorrow at 4 o'clock or Friday at 2:15 to set up a 15-minute phone call. Or if you want to invite them to a sneak peek, like, just adjust it accordingly to like what your goals are with that invite. And same thing for challenge groups. Sometimes I'll send invites and I'll take the pressure off and I'll say, hey, Sarah, I saw you liked my post about my upcoming fitness challenge. I'm not sure if you liked it because you're interested in joining us or just to support me. Either way, thank you so much for the like. Are you working on health and fitness goals of your own? And I love voice memos. Like, it's changed my business, I think, sending those out because it's just so personal. Like, I've had people specifically join my team versus another coach's team. Like, they're getting invited by multiple coaches. They joined me because I took the extra 5 seconds out of my day to send them a voice memo where they didn't feel like it was scripted. They didn't feel like, just some copy and paste, because it wasn't. It was just me being real, being authentic, and just saying hi. And I know voice memos can scare people because, like, for me, like, when I get nervous, and I probably did this on this call, I talk really fast and I kind of stutter a little over my words. I trip up. And I do that sometimes on voice memos, but you know what? That's real life. That's me being an actual human being and not being perfect. And so, like, if you kind of do that, and I'll do that, and I will never delete it. I'll just keep going, and I'll laugh. And I'm like, oh, I can't talk today. Like, ha ha ha, keep going. Because that's human, that's relatable, and that's what people are gonna connect with.
Hey, Bree. It's Bethany.
Hi.
I have a question for you. So, in your sneak peeks, do you do like a live webinars? Do you go live in the group? Do you have like videos that you post every day? How do you run your sneak peeks?
So I just switched them up about a month ago, but I actually this week went back to my old ways because I felt like the last one didn't do as well. I do 3-day Facebook groups. Day 1, I just share my journey. I share who I am, where I've been, how coaching has changed my life, and that I just love what I do. Day 2, I share the 4 main things that we do as a coach. Like, I don't get technical. I don't share anything to Beachbody-y. I just share what we do. Like, we work on our fitness. We do personal development. We share on our social media, and we connect with our community, like our team pages and our fit clubs. And then day 3, I do a Q&A. The Q&A is kind of like fixed, I guess you could say, because I know the common questions that they're going to ask, like time, money, things like that, home versus gym, things like that. I think that the sneak peek is more about story versus facts. Because, what is that? Facts tell, stories sell. And I know there are a lot of people who run sneak peeks very factual, like, this is what we earn. This is how we earn. We work for Team Beachbody and we have this program, we do this. And that's great. Like, that's great info. But I think a sneak peek should be more, like, personally, what I found is more about the story, because people are in that group because they like you and they like what they saw on your social media and they connected with you in some way. So if they're going to join this group and they're just hearing the facts about Beachbody and they could get when they Google it, it's not going to be as impactful as if they were hearing your story that they can't hear from anyone else except for you. And that's why they're in the group, because they like you.
All right, guys, we got like 10 more minutes. Anybody else? Courtney asked, where do you find these friends? What group? Courtney, will you pipe up? I'm not quite sure what your question is.
Yeah. So when you were saying that you're like, oh, I invited 10 new friends a day or whatever. Like, where did you find those 10 friends? Are you going on your friends' pages and like adding their friends? Like, where do you find these people?
There are so many different ways you can find new Facebook friends. In my first year of coaching, I added everyone from people you may know, because Facebook literally recommends people who you might be friends with. I don't do that now because a lot of people on there are my coaches' friends. I don't want to get in anyone else's market. But if you're a new coach, your friends list is there's probably not a lot of coaches on there, so you can totally do that. Another way is think of your ideal coach. Who is someone you would love to have on your team? I would go to their page and I would start adding their friends, because their friends are probably like them. Obviously, don't add weirdos and creeps and people who aren't in your market. I only add people who I'm like, I could actually see myself hanging out with you. I'd love to go work out with you. Add people who you would like to hang out with and people you would actually like to work with. Like, that's the beauty of this business. Also, common interest groups. So, like, are you in Facebook groups for things you're interested in? Like, I don't know, certain styles of eating, like paleo groups or hiking groups or like local fitness groups. You can find people that way and add them that way. Like, there are so many people out there, like, you just have to kind of put in the legwork to find them.
And then I have another one. Now that I'm here, I'm going to keep asking questions. Sorry, guys. I'm like awful at converting customers to coaches. Like, it's not happening. I'm like, oh, you'd be great. I mean, I guess it is happening a little bit. I'm like, you'd be great because I really generally think that they would be good. Like, they're seeing results, they're having fun with it. And then I don't know, like, I'm just not sealing the deal. I don't know. And actually, I do probably know why. It's because I don't put anything on Facebook about that I make money doing this because I'm scared. How do you break past that fear?
You just do it. You type your post, you close your eye. Well, first open your eyes and type your posts. Then you close your eyes, hit send, throw your phone, you leave the room. And that's how you do it. And then you go and you play with your dog or you go walk and you forget you posted it. And then you come back and you're like, oh my God, I posted this thing. And again, like the only way to get better is through doing it. It's like people probably don't know you make money. People in your challenge group, I guarantee, have no idea that you are making money doing this. They have no idea because you haven't told them. And they don't already assume that a lot of the time for some reason. I'm like, this is what I do for a living, guys. Like sometimes they don't or assume that, so you have to tell them.
Got it. Okay. Thanks.
Go ahead. Did somebody just pipe up? Did I hear a little whisper?
Hey, it's Shannon. I didn't pipe up and I'm piping up now. I was just asking, so I took someone's turn probably, but I just wrote in the comment section, I was wondering if on Streak, like I've watched a lot on Streak and I use Streak, but it sounds like your method is like very bang on, like you've clearly got it down to an art. I'm just wondering, like, have you created a video yourself on YouTube yet that others can go check out, or no?
I haven't, but that's
probably all of your tidbits for it. Did you just find it along the way, or?
I learned Streak through Josh Spencer's video. I think I actually sent it to Maura a little while ago. He has a really great tutorial. I probably should make a tutorial now, but I haven't. But Josh Spencer hits it right in the head, and that's where I learned how to utilize it for Beachbody.
Brooke Lipoff has great videos on Streak as well. Somebody else put that. Oh, Meredith put that in the comments. And I just want to really quickly tag on to what Courtney's question was about posting about income. It's so hard. Like, it's so uncomfortable. It's like, it's the hardest thing I've done in this business. But my story behind it is this. I watched Meredith forever. And I was lured in, but I wasn't going to take the bait. And it was her income post that was the straw that broke the camel's back. And because I knew I needed to know that I could replace my income or I was never going to do this thing. And then I had this experience of being on the cruise this time last year. I was a coach for 6 months. And I was talking to this random girl that I met that I ended up sitting next to at dinner. And she was like a high-powered accountant from San Francisco. And she said the exact same thing. She said she was watching her coach and watching her coach and watching her coach and had no clue, like was so interested in doing like this fun job, but had no idea that there was actually income behind it. And then her coach posted something about her first $20,000 month. And she's sitting there going, what? Like she had no idea. And that was what like sealed the deal for her. So I remember going like, having this conversation and like sweating bullets because I was like, oh my God, I got to go home and do an income post. Like, oh my God, I got to do it. Like, this is the only way I'm going to get the people that are like me, you know, the only way, because I need and I want people that are like my tribe. And those people are motivated and need income. And so I went home and did a post, and that's how I got Erin Hopkins. So you've got to do it. You know, I mean, look at that like domino effect of like one income post and how it changed it all for Meredith, one income post and how it changed the game for me. So it's that important. And I think the point that I'm making is when I do it, and I almost want to say this on my social media, like I gain nothing from this except extreme judgment from the world, right? But it is in hopes that this message reaches somebody, that somebody else out there is looking for this opportunity and they need to know what's behind it. And I needed to know that, or I never would have made this leap into this. So like you have to, I think it's if you put the heart, like truly your heart in the verbiage, you can deliver that income post, and it comes across in a very good way. But I feel you, girl.
Did you wait, either of you, like, did you wait until you were making a certain amount of income before you actually felt comfortable posting and like talking about it? Or was that another sort of like, oh, this is, the possibilities kind of thing, or, the fake it till you make it? Or did you actually wait till you felt comfortable in posting about that? Either one of you.
I'll answer that quickly. I think it's so important to do it along the way because, this is the reality of the situation. Meredith messaged me a couple weeks ago and she goes, should I not put this up because I don't think anyone is going to believe it or relate, meaning my income post and her income post. And so you almost get to a level where it's like, that's not for real, truly. So like when you talk about, and I think it doesn't have to be a salary. It doesn't have to be a monthly income either. It can be, I remember Jen Hines had a post about like being able to pay for, 4 new tires on her car, and that her Beachbody income was able to do that. And she didn't have to like call her husband and have this talk about like, oh my gosh, where are we going to come up with the money for new tires on my car? And so I think some of those, that's still income, but I would love to hear what you have to say, Bree. I kind of cut you off. Are you still there?
I agree with that. And going off of you talking about money and being scared about it, there were many times throughout my business, my first year, where I almost quit. I obviously would never do it because I'm like, real bras, real jobs, no. But your income post that you shared in, I think it was like November of 2015, it was one of those times where I was literally at a ledge and I was about to jump off. And then I saw you post your income journey. And even though I was already a coach, I'm like, okay, like if this girl can do it, like so can I. Like I'm just, here I am. So like not only will you be inspiring other people outside of the network, you're also going to be inspiring your team. And I think, even the little ones, like sharing about how you bought organic groceries this week and you could pay for it through coaching. I think those are really relatable. Like one of my coaches she just went to, she drove to go see Carl speak at Super Saturday, and she shared how her coaching business not funded her, but like how through her coaching business, she made enough where she could pay for the gas, the hotel room, and she bought herself a new outfit for Super Saturday, like a new workout outfit. And that is so relatable. Like hearing people talk about, what they got to buy with their coaching business. And in my sneak peeks, when I talk about income, I don't say I make X amount of money per week or whatever. I talk about what I can do with the money. And I talked about how in my first few months of coaching, I earned enough for like my first, few months to buy a ticket to Spain for like my graduation gift to myself, and how I could take my boyfriend on dates, and bought new workout gear. It doesn't be, I earn 25% commission off of the challenge pack, and team cycle bonuses cycle you out here. It's like what you can do with it, because that means more than just hearing, the facts and figures. But if you do share the facts and figures, like Moira, go look at her posts that she made. There was that one golden post, and that was so amazing. It was like month 3, month 6, month 9, I think, where you had that amazing progression. And her caption on there was so heartfelt and so like, this makes me uncomfortable to share, but I know it can change someone's life. And, here's what this business has done for me. And like that, it's relatable, and it just shows the potential, and it gets people who are like on the fence about it excited to do it, to jump in.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Well, you guys, that's all we have time for. Meredith, are you on? Do you want to wrap up?
Sure, I'll wrap up, because I was actually going to piggyback one last thing on that too, which I agree 120, 30, 50% on. A lot of people don't want to talk about money because money is an icky thing, but comparing it to something you can use, like if you're paying for your kids' school uniforms, but the same thing for you guys that have teams, even if they're baby teams. Some of you might be an Emerald coach, but you have one coach on your team that is already, in Success Club, and they've sold their first couple challenge packs. Why don't you reach out to your coach and ask them, congratulations, it's so freaking awesome. How do you feel? What are you going to do with your earnings? And now you have a whole nother post that you can create, and you can show people that not only are you earning income, but you're helping provide other people with an income as well. And here's what they're doing with it. So it really shows that now you're not just someone who's making money that has this opportunity, but you're helping other people, and they're building an income with it too. So I think that's pretty powerful stuff. Bree, I can't say enough amazing things. When I met you at Summit, I knew immediately like what a big heart you had. And of course, I had already seen you on the leaderboards just firing away. And I'm like, okay, this woman is crazy. And like I just said to her on our we had a little thread going. I was like, you're going to be one of those people that pops from like 1-star diamond to like 10-star overnight. You know, she really is. So thank you so much for sharing your heart and your strategies with our team. We all love it so much. I'm just going to open this window really quick because I love to do this. Snaps, you guys. Do some snaps if you got something from this call tonight. We all love you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Moira, for putting this together tonight. Thank you all for getting on the line. Have a great rest of your night. Hit it hard. And hopefully I'll see you guys in Punta Cana and at Summit, and definitely next week on the call. Bye, guys.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Bye.